Welcome to another Express Publishing presentation. We have a brand new series for the very young children, ages 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6.
The Flibets.
The Flibets. What are the Flibets? What does this title mean? It is a made-up word. These are little imaginary creatures. They are Zach's friend. They live in an imaginary place full of wonder and adventure, and together, all of them, they're going to explore and learn new things in the English language. Now, as you can notice, these are the characters of the Flibets. Our key character here is Zach, the little blue creature that you see in the corner down there. His pet is Kit, and he has two sisters. Can you guess which ones they are? Ina and Anna, the little pink creatures that you see there. And the other guys there, these are his friends, Dan, Grog, and Plock. All these names have been created by children, and they are for children. The Flibets are a world of fun, and of course they introduce your students to a world of learning. Let's take a closer look. The Flibets series has 3 levels: Flibets Starter, Flibets 1, and Flibets 2. Each of the books has different modules in them. As you can see, this is the content of Starter. Remember, and I want you to pay attention to Module 1. Look at Module 1. It's called My Class. This is Flibets 1. Now, take a look at Module 2, My Classroom. And this is Flibets 2. Take a look at Module 2 again, My School. That tells you what? The topic is reoccurring, only we build on previous knowledge and we add a little bit more every time. Let's take a closer look at the students' book. The students from level Starter, from 0, they will have a pupils book and an activity book. In the pupils book, for each module, you have 10 lessons. As you can see, from the very beginning, from lesson 1, the students will be learning new vocabulary, they will be coloring, they will be listening to things, they will be putting these new words into structures, simple, easy structures to begin with. This is lesson 1. And as you can see, on the right-hand side, we have lesson 2. In lesson 2, there is no new vocabulary. Lesson 2 consolidates and practices the words that the students learned in lesson 1. In lesson 3, we have some more words. Now, for level Starter, we introduce 3, maximum 4 words in every new vocabulary area. As you can see here, we're teaching them numbers 1 to 3. And that, of course, doesn't just happen through images like that, but through songs too. Take a look at the song.
1, 2, 3. Count with me. How many balls can you see? 1. 1, 2, 3. Count with me. How many dolls can you see? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Count with me. How many teddy bears can you see? 1, 2, 3.
Simple and cute songs for the children to be able to follow, and if they want, sing along, why not? You will find step-by-step instructions in the teacher's book on how to deal with every single step of the lesson, with the songs, with the vocabulary, with the posters, with everything, with the dialogues, everything. In lesson 4, we have a new system here. Just because the children are very, very young, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't start triggering their thinking skills. So in lesson 4, in every module, we have a new section which is called Think. Here, the students will need to observe and identify shapes. Lessons 5 and 6 deal with the dialogue of the module. I say lesson 5 and 6 because in the teacher's book it is clearly indicated that the dialogue should be done in 2 different lessons. All the dialogue is 8 frames. It is always 8 frames. In lesson 5, you will do all the dialogue with the specific tasks as indicated in the teacher's book, and then in lesson 6, you will watch the video and you will do some role playing with the dialogue too. Very simple, very easy for the children to do. Of course, the dialogue also exists in animation too.
Hi, Zach.
Hi, Grok. Hi, Plock. What a mess!
Let's help Zach.
Yes, let's tidy up. Thank you. Find my red ball, please. Here it is. Thank you. Now find my green ball.
Here it is.
Great. A red ball and a green ball. 1, 2, 2 balls. Okay. Now find my red teddy bear, please. Here it is, Zach. Thank you. And find my yellow teddy bear, please.
Here it is.
Okay. 1, 2, 2 teddy bears. No, 3 teddy bears. Look. 1, 2, 3 teddy bears. No, Grok. That's Kit.
Lesson 7 is another new element for this series. It is the value section. In every module, we introduce a section where we teach them some values. In this case, we're teaching them to put their things in their toy box, to be tidy. And that also happens with the listening activity.
Listen and colour.
What a mess! Let's tidy up. Look, a doll. Pick the doll up. Pick it up. Put the doll in the box. Thank you. Look, a teddy bear. Pick the teddy bear up. Pick it up. Put the teddy bear in the box. Thank you. Look, a ball. Pick the ball up. Pick it up. Put the ball in the box. Thank you.
And there is a song too. Of course, all songs, all dialogues, everything is animated.
What a mess! Tidy up, put it in the box. Look, a teddy bear. Pick it up, put it in the box. Okay. What a mess! Tidy up, put it in the box. Look, a ball. Pick it up, put it in the box.
There is also a CLIL section at this level too, and as you can see here, we're dealing with math. They already know number 1 to 3, so we're teaching them to count the toys in the picture. Hitting two birds with one stone, observation skills and math at the same time. But here is another surprise for you. Even at this level, we have started to create not only animations, but also some real-life videos like simple documentaries, but documentaries which are age-appropriate so that the children can follow and understand what is depicted in them. Enjoy!
One, two, three. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. What's this? It's a doll. Count with me. 1. One doll. Look, teddy bears. Count with me. 1, 2. 2 teddy bears. Look at the balls. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. 3 balls. Look, a book. It's a blue book. Count with me. 1. One book. 1 blue book. Look at the pencils, the yellow pencils. Count with me. 1, 2. 2 pencils. 2 yellow pencils. Look at the crayons, the red crayons. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. 3 crayons. 3 red crayons.
We also have craftwork activities. Now, the craftwork activities, again, they are relevant to the module of the book. For example, here we dealt with toys, so they're going to be designing different toys. The craftwork activities section is followed by step-by-step instructions depicted, not only explained in the teacher's book, but depicted in the student's book too. So it's easier for the children to be able to do the activities, to understand and do the activities. At the end of the module, there is a roundup, there is a Now I Can section with stickers and a reward sticker at the end after the students have completed this section, so the students get a sense of achievement and they see how much progress they've made and how many things they've learned throughout this module. At the very end of the student's book, there is another optional section. This, I need to stress it once more, it's an optional section. You don't have to do it if you don't want your students to be able to identify the sounds of the letters. Here, the students in each level will be introduced with 8 different sounds from the English characters of the English alphabet. It is only the simple sounds of the English alphabet. As you can see here, this is an example where the students will, if you want to, start hearing the sound, if you want to, start tracing the letter, and of course, do a fun activity alongside. At the end of the pupils book, there is also picture dictionary section for the students to have all together the new words that they've learned per module. There are special days at the end of the book, like for example, as you can see here, we have Mother's Day, promoting some festival units too. And in the microsite of the Flibets, you will also find some more worksheets for more festivals and celebrations. You will also find in the back of the pupils book the stickers for the words that they need to have learned alongside the reward stickers. Now let's take a very close look at the activity book. For each 2 lessons of their student's book, there is 1 lesson in the activity book, and it is again clearly indicated both in the teacher's book and in the student's book where it is time to do the activity book. As you can see here, this is the corresponding page for lessons 1 and 2. This is where we did the counting, so it's for lessons 3 and 4. And as you can see, we're recycling. For example, in the first vocabulary area, we learned some toys. In the second one, we learned some numbers. And here, we're putting them all together, combining toys and numbers to recycle. There's also sections to help you students practice the things that they have observed, the things that they remember, the things that they've learned through the dialogue. So this section refers to lessons 5 and 6, which are the equivalent dialogue lessons. Lessons 7 and 8, again, recycling of everything that the students have learned. Why? Because at this level, remember we're talking about children 3 years old, repetition, repetition, repetition. You need to keep repeating things for them to remember and for them to learn them. Repetition, but through a fun way. There's lots of fun type activities, as you can see throughout the rest of the activity book, for the students to color, to count, to play, and do things that will make learning a pleasurable experience for them. In the back of the activity book, you will also find the character cutouts. These can be used in lesson 6, for example, of the dialogue, the second part of the dialogue, to play a little drama activity with the character puppets. So, in total, these are the components of the Flibets. For the pupils, we have the pupils book, which includes the stickers, the activity book, which includes the character cutouts, there is a certificate, and of course, there is a Flibet app. Yes, you guessed it right, there is an augmented reality application for the Flibet series too. Zach comes alive and takes the children to his imaginary world along with him. For the teachers, the components are, there are 2 different packs for the teachers. The absolutely necessary pack includes the pupils book with the stickers, of course, the activity book with the character cutouts, the teacher's book, which also includes extra photocopiable resources, the IWB software, so you can teach using IWB in your classes too. There is, of course, the audios and the Flibets app that also is given to the teacher too. But there is another element for the teachers too. In the teacher's book, the teachers will find an introductory section with detailed instructions of the methodology of the course. For each module, there is an overview of each lesson with children's target language and teacher's language. This could be the students' passive language, what they hear but not necessarily have to reproduce. With extra materials checklist, the boxes, so the students need to know beforehand, before they go into the lesson, what they need to have with them for this specific lesson. There's also circle time and table time activities for each lesson with clear indications and different signs so that the teacher can see at a glance when the IWB has to be used, when the audio has to be used, when the posters have to be used. Everything is clearly indicated right next to the task in the teacher's book. There's also instructions for the activity book, instructions for the stories that you're going to see in a minute, and of course there is Zach Zone with extra activities, games and worksheets in the teacher's book too. This is the teacher's resource pack. The teacher's resource pack is a box with lots of goods in it. Let's see what's in it. There are banners and posters in the teacher's extended resource pack. There is a stamp to reward the students. There are magnetic indicators that you need to use alongside with the posters and the banners. Of course, Zach, the puppet, exists, and of course he's in the teacher's extended box. There are story cards for the dialogues, flashcards for the new vocabulary, and 3 big storybooks. What are these storybooks? For each level we have created a different story for each module, And for each book, you have a storybook, so you can do story time with your students. Don't forget to visit the Flibets microsite for extra resources, as I said earlier, and don't forget to check out the Flibets augmented reality application. Zach is there to greet your students into the new wonderful world of their English language experience. So don't forget to check out our new series, and of course don't forget to follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube. Don't forget to have a look at our site. Don't forget to read our interesting articles in the Teacher's Corner and listen to our podcast in the Teacher's Coffee. Thank you very much.